Morning Wilmington is sponsored by Newcastle County Government.
Good morning, Wilmington. My name is Vincenza Carrieri-Russo. I have my handsome host with me, Ivan Thomas.
Thank you.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Family and friends, and it was good. How was yours?
It was good. I wasn't home.
I was going to say,
yeah, I wasn't
yours
home.
away.
Yeah. Yes, I was away. I was away in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the Miss USA and Miss Teen USA pageants, supporting our Delaware girls, Drew San Clemente, Miss Delaware USA. I was very proud of them the entire time. I mean, the competition was fierce across the board. So many dynamic young women from across the country came together to compete and battle it out. That come out from competing in this specific competition is incredible. And I always say this to anyone that's interested in competing or has competed, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Yes. When you said that you were going to Tulsa and for the pageant, I was like, oh, that's great. Until I saw it on TV, like your post, I was like, yo, that was a huge pageant and special shout out.
Much joy. I mean, I the whole time just couldn't be more proud of both of them and how they represent the state of Delaware with so much class and honor. And you know what? I always say, maybe this come back with the outcome they may have wanted, but they were still winners. Right. Just the fact that they were able to be there and be able to compete. So it's very. Even though I wasn't here, I missed out on a couple of things. Yeah.
I was happy to be a part of it and just to be there, right? Because it just made you feel like Wilmington was getting right back to the norm of things. So being out there was a lot of people in the cold. I think it was like 30 degrees if that was it. But oh God, you missed it. And we broadcast it. So if you go to DETV's website, you'll see it on DETV. But it was awesome.
It was one of my favorite parades for COVID. I used to enjoy attending the parade just because of the community coming together and everyone was enjoying and celebrating the beginning of the holiday season, which was just so great. So I'm sad that I missed it, but so glad that I was able to be a part of it.
Like right now, DETV is taking over like media in Delaware. And we're going to start our podcast. I'm giving this plug here, right?
Okay.
Because I own the network. Their opinions on how we can make the school system better. So we're just making some waves here, and I'm super happy.
Excellent.
How's the restaurant going?
It's going well. Yes. Our reservations are picking back up for the holidays. We have Christmas parties, holiday parties, so we're just super excited to be getting back to somewhat normality, which is great.
And speaking of normality, Delaware Blue Coats. Let's talk about them for a minute. 6-1, Delaware Blue Coats. Have you been to a game?
No, I haven't. Okay. I have to go. It's on my bucket.
Hey, Tim, can you make sure that we get out? It is awesome. They got a beautiful Richmond here at DETV on Everyday Angels is a new show that we created that to help people, see the angels, just the goodness of people that are here in Delaware. So you got to check out the Delaware.
I definitely will. Definitely. I heard the facility is beautiful.
Girl.
I heard it is beautiful. Top notch.
Top notch, but what's so awesome about that, right, is that they have like open gym now for the kids in the community.
Oh, that's excellent.
And I forgot who the sponsor is, but I'll make sure that I'll tell you who it is. But all the kids can come and get like basketball training and all that, man. They're just doing so much for that.
It's on my bucket list. I have to check it out.
All right.
I'll hold you to it. I hold you to it.
You got 2 VIP passes to get there, Vin. You got it. So who do we got today? We got a good show lined up today. Who do we have here today? And they're actually sitting on the couch waiting for us.
Yes, I know. We have some dynamic people that are here to talk to us about some great, just organizations that are, happening, organizations in the state. We have Teach for America.
Yeah, Teach for America. And that's Miss Smith, Tamara Smith here. Give her, is she on the couch waiting for us? Yep, there she go. And we got the man who won Swimming with the Sharks. like a pitch competition from Newcastle County. Javon is here,
yes.
and
I can't wait to talk to him.
I can't either because they want I think last year they won like 10 grand. I'm gonna need a little bit of that, Javon. So we make you an investor in DETV, something now. But congratulations to you both, and we have Michelle Teller coming.
Yes.
So Michelle Teller of the United Way of Delaware.
Yes, we hope. I'm sure we'll definitely get to know them a little bit more and tell us about what's happening and how we can, be a part of what the organization United Way and how we can help.
Oh my God, that's what it's all about.
Yes,
it's about
helping the community.
And speaking of helping, you're a huge advocate for what?
Promoting literacy.
Why?
Because I feel it's really, really important to educate and teach our youth how to read.
5 years, right? And she grew up in Charleston, West Virginia, Mountain Number 9, right? And her thing was why she wanted to become an educator, and this is why I love educators so much. Like after talking to my mother, shout out to Bernice Thomas, is that she became an educator when she was in elementary and high school. Her brother had a stuttering problem, and back then it was just like and one of her prayers was make sure that no kid, regardless of anything, will learn how to read, will get the education that they needed, and she would give her last and to do so. So when I found that out, I was like, yo, that's the why. And I'm going to make sure I ask Ms. Smith what's her why for that. So what's your why and for literacy amongst children?
Well, I grew up actually struggling with reading comprehension myself. I had many learning in school, especially with reading comprehension. It affects your confidence and your self-esteem tremendously. Right. So that was something that I struggled with personally, and through practice and tutoring and mentorship and the support of my parents and family, I was able to overcome that disability. But again, it took a long time. And then I got to a point when I was a high school senior, I said, you know what, I want to give back. I want to be an advocate for promoting literacy on a much larger scale. So collect books, redistribute them to places where they're needed most. So it's basically like recycling books, but again, putting the books into the children's hands so they can practice how to read, which is so important.
And I commend you for that.
Thank
just
you.
like you, I also had a reading problem. I made it to college, and when I made it to college, I was reading on a 8th grade level, right? And a good friend of mine took me to the library, and like every day for 2 hours, and was helping me, read and comprehension and everything like that. So with that, and reading is a huge part of success. If you want to, it's everything that we do, and education is a bigger part of that as well. So I love all the teachers. We love all the teachers out there. Damn, we took a whole left turn.
TV is a group of us who are just doing what we love to do best, and that's bringing Delawareans the news that's been missing for far too long in TV news.
DETV to me is a bunch of hardworking, care about this state and the viewers and the residents, our neighbors, our communities, our families, our friends. We want to just provide them with the best content possible, and we're so privileged.
Undefined.
And we decided to make this DETV Education Month. Forget it, Education Century, right? So without a doubt, we brought Teach for America's own CEO, Director Tamara Smith. How are you?
I'm doing well. Don't get me in trouble already.
I'm not. She said already. No.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming. So tell us a little bit more about Teach for America.
Yeah, absolutely. We are a national nonprofit organization. Been in existence and our focus, our mission is recruiting our nation's emerging leaders to lead most underserved across the country. And here, here in Delaware, working and serving in classrooms up and down the state here in Delaware. way back in the fall of 2000, I am an alum of Teach for America myself. When I say that I started in 2002, I went to a way back as a junior at Spelman College down in Atlanta, was really interested in trying to find a way to become an educator. I was on the path to law school, political science major, but I'd been tutoring in an after-school program and was becoming increasingly frustrated with my brilliant black and brown students that I had in front of me that were on average 2, 3, or 4 years behind. And I wanted to find a way for me to help impact that and change that. Education fundamentally changed my life, my parents' lives, and it just didn't seem fair to me that based on their zip code, they were actually receiving less than they deserved as far as an education was concerned. And so I went into an information session, had never heard of Teach for America, but was looking for a way to become an educator. Applied, and my career in education started in the fall of 2003 as a teacher in Philadelphia, and has continued for now almost 20 years, which I can't believe.
Wow.
You know, both as a teacher, school administrator, and now a nonprofit leader here in Delaware.
Excellent.
What is it about education, about teaching that just boom, makes you just, it's your thing?
It's the students. It's the students. I have always said that there is nothing more rewarding, more fulfilling, more exciting than reaching and teaching students. And I also give, it is hard work, but it is some of the most amazing work, most fulfilling work that I've ever done. It's why I've never stopped. Even when I thought I might go back to law school, I never have. I've continued on that path. And students are what make it so powerful. When you can see right there in front of you the change happening, when that moment happens and they get the concept, they get the allegory, it matters so much.
I can tell that, I can sense your passion for what you're doing. I mean, can you sense it? I mean, the energy, I read energy a little bit, so I can sense that you have, it's near and dear to you, and this is really close to your heart, and that you're in it with all your heart, and whatever students you are touching and being a role model to and mentoring, they're very lucky to have someone like you in their life.
Thank you.
You just tell the passion is there. It's there.
She is just
I'm still here after almost 20 years, and
beautiful.
can't imagine doing any other work with my career.
That's when you know that. I mean, Alan West said, if you can do something for free, if that's your passion, would you do it for free? No, don't answer that question. I get it. Just tap your head. Look, tap your
Maybe.
So, Tamara, how can we get involved? How can the community people in America? Why don't you let our viewers know?
So there's in becoming a teacher. Maybe you are in the 10th year, but you've been feeling the above to want to become a math teacher. There's a very real story of things we have. You can go to our website, which is teachforamerica.org, our national website, and see and understand the process of how to apply. We have 3 upcoming deadlines remaining to become an educator next year. One Friday, December 3rd, 4th. The upcoming 3 deadlines, select Delaware as the place you'd like to lead and teach. Another way is to come and join us tomorrow evening virtually to celebrate our 10th anniversary, celebrate 10 years as a region. Thank you. We're proud of the work that we've done, and I'm incredibly grateful for those who founded the region, and I stepped in about 3 years ago as executive director, and so grateful for the foundation that was there. You can come and join us tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. The link to and of course, any kind of investment, it takes a lot of work, but also financial support for us to recruit and committed to not only recruiting the best, but also making sure they're diverse. Over 50% of our teachers every year are teachers of color. We do that with purpose and intent. We all know it matters when students can have a teacher who looks like them in front of them. So helping with that, with local recruitment as well. I'm always looking for partnerships in any way that we can help make Delaware better for all Delaware students.
I really do admire that you're always looking for proper representation. I think that's so important.
Absolutely.
And inclusivity, and also making sure that, the teachers are relatable to the students.
Absolutely.
Because how are you going to convince them? How are you going to teach them? How are you going to help them learn if they can't relate
Right.
And that's really
Absolutely.
important that you're making that a connection, and I think that's great that you're thinking that far, especially when it comes to our educators.
It's so critical, and there are tons of studies that have shown the power. It's not just enough to be well knowledge in your content, to be an excellent geometry teacher or English teacher, but to also be able to relate, to understand